The concierge referred me to Lolani Pua, owner of Pua Petals. This wasn't a small storefront tucked along a beach road. It was a full-scale operation. Trucks, warehouse space, long production tables, and generations of craftsmanship under one roof. For nearly a century, Pua Petals had provided leis for Maui's most celebrated events. If anyone remembered the Ohana Wailea Luau, it would be Lolani Pua. Inside, I introduced myself to the manager, Esther Pua, Lolani's daughter. I mentioned the Ohana Wailea Luau and said I was told her mother would know the history of the event. Then she smiled and told me I was in luck. Her mother was working in the back, helping train a group of laymakers. She offered to take me to meet Lolani. Lolani Pua stood at the head of a long wooden table, guiding young employees through the careful art of stringing leis. Even at 75, she carried herself with quiet authority. Every blossom was placed with intention. Every motion was precise. When I showed her the invitation and asked about the Ohana Wailea Luau, she did not hesitate. Lolani spoke softly, with a faraway look in her eyes.
Yes, I remember the Ohana Wailea Luau.
Lolani recalled that for more than 20 years, the Ohana Wailea Luau had been one of Wailea's most celebrated traditions. 3 days and nights of music, dancing, feasting, and storytelling. Islanders and visitors gathered together to honor the history and culture of Maui. Pua Petals had provided the leis for the entire event for many years. The event expanded, and other vendors were invited to set up booths to sell merchandise and provide leis. But then, she explained, the mishaps began. At first, they were small. Equipment failures, misplaced supplies, unexpected disruptions. Then the incidents grew more serious. In the final year, a vendor booth collapsed and several tourists were injured. Soon after, the Ohana Wailea Luau was discontinued. Lolani had been only 25 at the time. She recalled how many local businesses were affected by its sudden closure. She was proud that Pua Petals had not been as seriously affected and continued to thrive. Lolani recognized the invitation that had been slipped under my door. She inspected the front and back and agreed the invitation appeared to be authentic. Not a replica. But Lolani suggested its delivery must have been a prank, or perhaps a resort staff member trying to stir up old stories. Before I left, she placed a lei around my shoulders. It was beautiful, fragrant, and flawlessly constructed. As I stepped back into the Maui sunlight, I couldn't shake the feeling that Lolani had been gracious, generous, and carefully selective with what she chose to share.
What do you think? Will Lara discover there is more to this story? Comment below.